The part where you have everything you could ever hope for. Yachts, mansions, cars, vacations to be envied. Yes, that part. It's preceded by the part where you save every penny you can. It's easier said than done though. Most people say they're going to start saving until the next time there's a sale, and you argue that you're actually saving money this way. Fear not, your wallet will once again be flush with cash if you follow these upcoming tricks. Here are the top 10 money saving tips. Drawing from what infamously frugal billionaires such as Warren Buffett have to say to tried and true budgeting loopholes and more, let's get started. 10. Live within your means. You'll be surprised by how often people live outside their means rather than in. It means, to put it mildly, that the lifestyle they lead isn't compatible with the income they're bringing in. That means eating out more often than in, buying expensive gifts, indulging themselves in some even more expensive gifts, and hurtling themselves into debt in an attempt to keep up this unattainable way of living. The first trick to saving money is to find out where you're extending yourself and your budget. Take Warren Buffett for example. Here you have one of the world's richest, the so-called Oracle of Omaha and genius investor. That billionaire, he's still living in the same house he bought back in 1958. At the time, he paid $31,500 for it, and he stayed there for the past 6 decades. Truth be told, it's no shed his home. It's a 5-bedroom home, but a man within his means could well afford mansions and private islands. Maybe now he's a billionaire, but back then he kept living within his means. As a result, he was able to grow. He calls his house the 3rd best investment he ever made. 9. Rethink that morning coffee. It's tempting, everyone's been there. You're rushing out the door in the morning, heading towards a job that's likely to take your attention for the foreseeable day. The only highlight of your morning is likely to be that Starbucks coffee full of sugary and caffeinated goodness. And without hindsight, that coffee cup with that paper straw and plastic cup may not seem like that much of a kink in your money saving plan, but the costs add up. Here's another Warren Buffett example. Every day he has breakfast worth no more than $3.50. He actually often goes to McDonald's to get the $2.51 2 sausage patties meal and gets himself a Coke instead. This is when he's not, as he described, in a prosperous mood. But you can do better than this billionaire. Rather than getting that coffee from a coffee shop or breakfast, lunch or dinner from out, consider the chasm between the cost of buying it from outside and the cost of making it at home. Over a year, you can save thousands, ones that could go towards your savings accounts just because you made lunch at home. 8. Use cash, not credit. It's also tempting just to whip out that shiny credit card whenever you make a purchase. It's even easier, but in the long run, using your credit card for everything will only hurt you. Nothing can ever replace good old paper. Cold hard cash, and for the last time we'll bring up Warren Buffett, is the better option. But what does this do? It's still the same amount of money, right? Technically yes, but it's about your mindset. Actual cash that you carry around in your wallet and count before handing over is tangible. You're aware of every dollar and its weight in your pocket. There will come a point during your day when you'll tap out and say that you aren't carrying enough money, and that's actually good. If you're using a credit card on the other hand, there is little to nothing stopping you from simply spending money you don't have. 7. Annualize your spending and saving. It sounds incredibly daunting. What life, money-wise, is going to look like in a year, especially if you're just embarking on your money-saving journey. But one of the ultimate tricks to getting the hang of things quickly and, bonus, to notice quantifiable progress and feel that satisfaction when you know you're on track is to annualize your spending and saving. First, sit down and picture just what it is exactly you're saving for. A car? A house? Personal security in knowing if the worst happens you'll still be taken care of? Whatever it is, visualize it and then annualize it. Set a goal for every month, every 3 months, and so on until you reach how much you want to have saved within a year. The timeline makes it marginally easier to save. And it goes both ways. To help yourself save, calculate how much you're spending within a year. For example, are you buying snacks worth $30 plus a week? See how much that adds up to in 52 weeks. 6. Take staycations. The lovely modern term staycation makes a comeback. It's summertime and the living easy and the beach is just beckoning you forward. or Paris or Italy depending on your taste. The wise step in saving money is to take a step back and instead hold a staycation for yourself. To avoid burnout at work, it's advisable that you actually do take vacations. You're not expected to be a machine after all. But to have a vacation, you don't need to spend thousands upon thousands. Look no further than your own home or town for a good time. In fact, extend your staycation to your weekly habits and, again, eat in instead of out, seek entertainment inside instead of expensive sources. Without all the pressure to have a glamorous, Instagrammable vacation, you'll be surprised at how indulgent relaxing at home and taking care of your overworked soul is. 5. Set aside wants from needs. As Selena Gomez put it in her song, there's a difference between a want and a need. And if you actually take a look at your list of expenses, you'll find that a lot of wants have snuck their way into the needs section. Separating wants from needs is essential for saving money. Do you really need that concert? Or to try that new sushi place? Or to pay for subscriptions that you rarely read or watch, etc.? 4. Cut down on your power usage. As it turns out, the grown-ups in our childhoods were right all along. It is the right thing to shut down every light, fan or AC if you plan on leaving the room for long. It's not just simply being neurotic or cheap, it's even good for the planet. It's shocking how nonchalant we can unknowingly be about this aspect of spending that can easily be cut down on. There are a ton of different choices we can also make to lower our power bills. Using fans instead of air conditioning comes to mind. The occasional candle instead of electric light, it really does set an ambience. If not, try replacing your light bulbs with energy efficient ones. 3. Prepare for grocery shopping ahead. Has there ever been a time where you walked into a grocery store and walked out with exactly what you came here for and nothing more? The answer is likely no. You're not to blame though. Supermarkets work hard on luring customers in with carefully studied product placements and undeniable sales. There is a way to resist the siren, that is a supermarket and its calling. Before leaving the house, prepare for the grocery shopping you're about to do. This can be a week-long thing. Every time you notice you're running low on something, write it down. Walk into that grocery store with that list and check off every item. This way you can avoid impulse purchases and returning because you'd forgotten something. It also doesn't hurt to learn more about your local store's coupons and loyalty programs. 2. The 50-30-20 budget. Can't figure out which budget plan works best for you? A startling amount of people have found purchase with this strategy, the 50-30-20 budget. Here's how it works. You dedicate a reasonable 50% of your income to your needs, everything that's necessary, bills, food, etc. Then you take 30% of your money and put it towards wants. See, we can be reasonable. And then finally, place 20% of your salary towards savings. Make adjustments as you go. 1. The 30-day rule. And finally, here's the ultimate money saving tip. Gotta love what a good night's sleep and a second look at your budget will do to your impulsive buying. The 30-day rule is straight to the chase. Every time you want to buy a particularly expensive item or shop online, take 30 days to think about it. Place that shirt, boot or sound system in your shopping cart and walk away. When you've had more time to think about it, you'll discover whether or not you really need this item, separating your wants and needs. Right now, you'll think that you absolutely must get this item. Your life will be made complete if you own it. In 30 days, you may find that this money is better spent elsewhere. If it's an item that can't withstand that month-long waiting period, try waiting for an extra day or week. And that's a wrap on the top 10 money saving tips. What did you think? Which money saving tip has worked best for you, and which ones of these are you likely to try out? Let us know the results if you do. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a like. Also, subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell for more content like this. Thanks for watching.